All right, welcome to the Streets Keep You Honest podcast, brought to you by Apple Orchard. It's been a while, so today we're going to focus on free speech. I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about street hockey. It's been a while, a lot to catch up on. What's up, fellas?
What's up? Living it.
I'm excited to be back
It's good to see the
in the
boys.
basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's like just get an hour to hang out. We record it, right?
Yeah.
Keith's been working hard. We have a new set.
Yeah, I got a new set. For the video people that might be listening, we got a new broadcast software. We have new cameras. We have new switchers. It was a whole lot of new to get ready for BubsFest, but that's a conversation for a little bit later.
All
Keith,
right,
you're an animal, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man.
bringing it, bringing it. So what have we been up to? Last time we spoke to everyone, it was draft day. So we had the draft. How'd you guys think it shook out? Any surprises? Any
It
Oh,
was
there are a ton of
what's,
surprises.
nothing but surprises.
well,
Oh
let's
my
hear
God.
let's hear it. What was your biggest surprise?
Well, to start, I mean, what not all maybe all of our predictions came true that we spoke about before the draft happened, and some hurt feelings along the way, but people who have taken advantage of, okay, I got drafted in D2, are quickly realizing there's a path to D1 and just got to work hard.
Yeah,
know?
basically just people don't show up. I guess that's the pathway.
Attendance is definitely a part of it.
Uh, you were drafted by one team and you were actually traded, right? You were drafted by
Yeah.
your brother
Yeah. Traded by my brother
and he
after one
traded
game
you.
sample size.
What was going on there? Was that a personal phone call or did you find out in the
Mhm.
Discord or what?
Well, the trade had already happened by the time he had told me. He didn't tell me he was thinking about it.
Wow.
But what I will say is that I saw it coming. Um, when I got drafted to the Misfits, I believed that we were missing some scoring. And that automatically made me feel like, okay, I am expendable on this team because I'm not the scoring guy. So um, I wasn't surprised, but coming from your brother, it doesn't change the shock, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's posting what availability is the what is he saying? Uh, he was all about people being available.
For
I
sure.
think it's funny.
So he drafted on availability, and
And then traded his own brother.
and I am generally available on Sunday. But to his credit, there's already been a small amount of fuckery with scheduling, and
Ooh.
it's challenging his draft, which he drafted on availability. So he
Ah,
actually has a good argument for it.
he does. He
There
does.
was a game that was
We're talking
quote
about
unquote.
one reschedule though, right? Like it was
That is
one.
true.
I was out of town. It was one thing.
Yeah.
I heard CJ talk about it a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was you. You were the rescheduler, huh?
I had nothing to do with it. No,
No,
it wasn't
he
my
wasn't
team.
on one
Wow.
of the
I was
teams.
not
No.
available that day. I was out of town.
It was the first home Bengals game, and
Yeah.
so there were naturally going to be a lot of people missing, and there were enough people missing on the Rats and the Goats that the captains spoke and postponed it.
Rats and goats.
However, there's been a lot of discussion since then, and it seems like it's more of a forfeit for the River Rats
Ooh.
because we drafted on availability, and that's what you know people like
Hmm.
my
And then
brother that are really adamant about it.
somebody argued that the forfeit also should be an 8-0 goal differential, which is
That's
that's not
somebody.
how it works.
Okay,
It's 1-0.
Somebody. Are we calling
that's a
CJ
reach.
somebody now? Is that?
What I love though is that or like I think people forget that we're playing for a full year, right? So like the records are going to be huge. It's going to be,
Yeah.
you went 30 and 20 or whatever it ends
Right.
up being, right? Like so like the fact that we're already so concerned about goal differential in week 4 is just a testament to one, how great the league is, and two, how nuts everybody that plays in it is.
For sure.
Oh,
Which
So
leads us into Bubs Fest, right? Like we had 3 Super League games, and then we went straight into Bubs Fest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And well, a winless Super League team won the whole thing at
yeah,
Bubs Fest.
they had.
The
I mean,
Misfits.
everyone showed up. And
They did.
that's gonna do it just about
Yeah.
every
I
time.
was there
Does the D2
briefly.
depth I I don't want to discount the D2 depth is probably relevant in this scenario.
One thing's for sure, Hurricane Joe is a champion.
he's in every.
I didn't
All
I
that
didn't
guy
get to
does
see
is
a lot
win.
of the
Yeah, he's
championships though. I played my
unstoppable.
game Reed had a baseball game, so I had to bail and go do that. But man, I wish I would have seen more of it. I mean, it's there to stream because Keith did a bang up job production wise, putting that out there for everyone to see. But I have not taken the time to go rewatch it.
Yeah, it'll be there in a couple of days. Like we've been using Google Drive for what feels like years since we've been starting this, but that file, even when it was compressed, is 30.5 gigs because it's 4 hours and 55 minutes. So
Wow.
I got a flash drive. I got it. I gotta go take it down to Jason. So if you're wanting to rewatch it, give us like another couple of days and it should be live.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. Um,
Let's get into Bubs Fest,
yeah,
hey?
Bubs Fest was the kids. I mean, they stole the show for sure.
Absolutely.
That was
Stealing
like
hearts.
that was really cool. I feel like it was sort of what we've envisioned for however many years, right? Like it was actually out there. They were rocking the logos, playing some good hockey, moving the ball around, selling. You know, like so some of the kids were getting chippy, were they not?
It
There were a
got
few times
it
Definitely.
where
got
like
competitive.
I was like, dude,
Yeah.
are the streets haunted? Does it just bring it out in people?
Nah, it's hockey players,
It's
man.
hockey.
It's hockey. You can't you put people in an arena, there's no escape. There's bound to be some aggression, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
that was just awesome.
yeah, I was like it was I was ready to tell the adults to just fuck off and and just start a 14U Super League like on the spot.
Yeah.
Like why not? Like
Right?
why is there not? Why do we not have a Super League for 10U, 12U, 14U
Yeah.
during the summer, or the spring once ice hockey ends? McQuaid and
Yeah.
I are going to talk about it and work on it and see if we can finally get like some actual consistent league play. We just talked about another tournament. We did not talk about the league play, but that's what we've been trying to do. And the hardest thing is finding the kids, which McQuaid did a
Right.
phenomenal job of. The second hardest thing is making a good impression and making sure that they fall in love with it and they want to do it again. And we got a ton of feedback from the parents about like how much fun the kids had, how much they were looking forward to it, the fact it was a bit greater than they could have imagined, and kind of asking about when the next one is. So I know that's my motivation for the upcoming next few months, and McQuaid and I will work on it because man, it was cool. And I'm thinking about all the ways that it could be better, like Twister and Pork Chop. Unfortunately, where it should have come, but um, in the off season, their marketing team is like basically they don't work. I guess but they finally returned my
Damn.
call and we're like, oh no, they can't make it. But like, imagine we get them out there for the next one, and
Yeah.
I mean,
It'd
there's
be amazing.
just
Because they've been up before.
they've been out plenty of times. It's just
Yeah.
you know and uh, I just want to thank everyone who was a part of it, from the early stages to getting the rink ready on rink maintenance day. Shout out Street and Tony and everybody that was there helping. I know Jan and a bunch of people were there like all day. I showed up very late and did very little. Um,
But you showed up.
Keith was there, right? I mean, you guys made the rink look a lot better. I actually was thinking about that after that tournament day, like man, like if we didn't do rink maintenance day, the first impression would not have been as good.
It looked
Like,
like
Right,
shit.
right.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Yeah.
important to do that kind of stuff. And I'm just proud of the group for banding together in our usual crazy, unorganized, last minute way. And it was better than we could have ever imagined because, I mean, the people who were running this shit are the real deal. So,
Mhm.
I got to tell you guys that, like, I felt a lot of anxiety going into the tournament. When you're part of planning and stuff, there's just a lot of what ifs and a lot of like, just things that you don't really know will go right. And, I was stressing the whole week, stressing the morning of when I was getting ready and delivering stuff. And I ended up showing up after the tournament had started by delivering supplies, and I just walked up to the rink and I just felt a giant weight off my shoulders. I was like, "This is amazing."
Right.
I walk up to Chris and I'm like, "Holy shit, this is awesome!" And he goes, "It's already successful." And I was like, "Wow, dude! No adults have stepped foot on this rink and it's already successful
Yep.
because we're watching a kids tournament go on and like the parents are bought in. It was a great vibe. We had the music playing, we had Dan
Dan
like
on the mic.
on the mic. It was just Such a cool vibe right off the rip.
Turn
So
around, Dave.
thankful for
Coach
everyone
Dave was
who.
there.
The kids were
Yeah.
Crazy.
so like it was they were really like mini Bubs. Like there were
Mm.
a couple times when a little we were a little short on goalies, and Cody's son, he was just the cutest little. He was like
Yeah,
5. I
yeah.
mean, he didn't even his head didn't even hit the crossbar, and he was just playing game after game, and he got a little tuckered out at one point, and then the really good, I think it's a U10 Cyclones team that was kind of smoking everybody. They decided they all kind of wanted to take turns playing goalie, and then one of them decided to play in sub for another team. So like the pickup mentality, like they were all very competitive with each other,
Right.
but the pickup mentality was also there. They just wanted to play. And then I noticed too with the parents, like the parents were kind of like, they knew each other a little bit. Some of them did, and they were kind of, hanging around in different parts of the rink. And then, a little bit more time goes on, and then they make their way over to grab some food from West Origin, right? That's the name.
Origin Trade Goods.
Origin Trade
Origin
Goods. I'm
Trade
sorry.
Goods,
Yeah,
but the food supplied by JTM. Tom Hall from Origin Trade Goods cooked up all that stuff for
yeah.
free.
Shout
That
out
dude,
Tom.
special shout out for
Fed the
Tom.
neighborhood.
Like,
Delicious.
did the overtime and did it all for free. He's an
Parents are
unbelievable guy.
they're grabbing the tall beers. Next thing you know,
Oh
they're
yeah.
moving from like the sides of the rink to like behind the benches. Next thing you know, the parents are on the benches. Like there were like
Yeah.
4 or 5 moms on the one orange and blue team bench for the
Yeah.
combined game, like yelling at their kids to get into it, right? And it's just knowing that these are ice hockey people is what it's also the really cool thing for me. Like, you know, back in my day, I would probably think that a lot of those people would come out and be like, they would just snicker about it and be like, oh my God, look at this. There's a bunch of kids playing, ball hockey in the projects.
They're
This
on
is like,
rollerblades.
what are we doing? This is so beneath us, right? They loved it.
Loved it.
Absolutely loved it. And I tell you what the biggest hit was, it wasn't even the hockey, it was the dodgeball game.
Oh yeah, we had some neighborhood kids join in on
We
that
need
too.
to buy dodgeballs.
Yeah, people that was like the most popular game of the whole day.
Yeah,
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
We couldn't get them off the rink.
yeah.
When the chat gets a little dicey, just be like, all right, dodgeball time.
Oh, I know the
Everyone to
adults
the
wanted to
rink.
play.
1v1.
Yeah.
Settle your discourse
We could do
that
an
way.
adult Bubs
Definitely,
dodgeball game all day. It would be awesome.
definitely. I'm dangerous in that category. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
I'm wearing a helmet just like I do when I skate because I don't trust you guys.
I probably watch you guys. I don't
I also
watch
want
you
to
guys
say
try to kill each
thanks
other.
before I forget. I want to say thanks to all the adults that showed up early. Like there were a lot of Bubs there way before game time to support the kids and support the event. And if you've ever thrown an event or like we've all like had a party at our house and invited people, you know how it is. Like it's harder and you get more nervous about how it's going to go if people aren't showing up on time or if people cancel last minute or if people, you know what I mean? Like you need the bodies there and the energy there for everyone to have the whole experience.
For sure.
So, like Tim was there at like
Yeah.
what 7:30 in the morning, setting up with Sunil and Tim Shawn and Tim Ackery.
Yeah.
Um, I forget who. I mean Jason, of course. Shout out Jason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big shout out.
We had to give him a little bit of shit for the last minute, the last minute cage rule, but other than that,
That was wild. I'm like,
Which
man, you caused a mutiny less than 24 hours before
the
this
good
thing.
news is that the Bubs don't fucking pay attention to anything or read anything.
Yeah.
So only like 3 people saw it and were like, "What's up with this?" So it was
Yeah.
easy to troubleshoot, but
If I troubleshoot, just ignore it.
well, no, I was like, I did the political thing. I was like, look, the league's encouraging it. They want you to wear it, but you won't be turned away if you show up without it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. And that's a smart thing to do.
absolutely, yeah.
We got to
no,
push safety. It's
yeah.
part of our
Yeah.
part of our program staying alive is pushing safety. But dude, couldn't agree more. Just so thankful for all these people that helped out with BubsFest. People that I wouldn't have necessarily expected, but then when I reflect on who that person is, I'm like, man, of course they came and helped us because that person is just a giving person. It's just like there were people that just showed up that help make the vibe great. Like, I got to give a special shout out to Dan. Like,
yeah.
he wasn't a part of any of the planning for BubsFest, and he offered to bring his speaker and mic, and just boom, like we were like, yes, please. And then he's announcing all of the kids' games. Just so thankful for people like Dan and just everyone that helped us out. There's a bunch of names now. Like, I think our constant gripe as a league is that there aren't a bunch of names. We have issues where a few people do a lot. And at the last minute for BubsFest, a lot of people did a lot.
Yeah.
And we're like, it doesn't go unnoticed. Like I am so grateful that this league is alive and well, and we finally threw an amazing kids tournament. It's just
And
that
it
has
didn't rain.
been one of
Yeah,
our
that's
goals
true.
for
Best weather.
so long. And yeah, perfect weather.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Great weather.
And we only ended up with 3, but we had our first out of towners come to BubsFEST. We had 3
Wow.
guys
Did
drive
they
from
make it down?
Lexington. Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
Nice.
Dude, and
um,
they looked like like the Shield. They were on the Shields. Shields was like the if you didn't end up on a Super League team,
Yeah, yeah.
you're on the Shields. So we had some Bubs on the Shields, and we had these guys. Their first 2 games, dude.
they smoked us.
Everyone was
Did they
like,
really?
"Oh
Oh yeah,
no, dude!
they
The
smoked us.
free agent team is
Wow.
gonna win
Yeah.
the whole thing."
I
Huh.
was hoping
They
they
were
Everyone was
would.
a
good.
little
All 3
concerned.
of the guys from Lexington were good.
Oh
One of
yeah,
them's really good. Um, they had Code Dog Millionaire, who was just,
Oh, dude, just lighting
Glizzy
it up.
City from Code Dog.
it was
Glizzy
just,
City.
Glizzy's and top shelf.
just, you know, call him Friar Tuck because that's all he does.
Yeah,
He just puts them right in the back of the cage all day, every
Friar
all
day.
Tuck,
day.
dude.
That dude, I know for a fact he scored more goals than I have. Like you just
Oh, well,
watch
yeah,
the way
that's
you
not
just
up for
watch the
debate.
way he comes in on the goalie.
He scored more
The
than I
goalie
have.
knows exactly where he's going to shoot, and he still
He
scores.
still does it.
He scored more than everybody.
Yeah,
There's an official count.
he's
That
almost at
proves
a
it.
foul.
I saw the code count, the actual code counter in the Connex box when
Yeah,
I was
yeah, yeah.
preparing for it. I almost pulled it out, but like I meant to, and then I was
We
like,
had
ah,
it out.
shit.
I worked on that box that day, and yeah, I was like, man, this it's a shame this thing's just sitting in here.
The
Yeah,
code.
But they made
collecting
a big
dust.
mistake
Shout
with
out
it
Kevin
though.
Haynes.
Yeah, they only put 3 digits on it. It's Cody. It's going to be 4 digits here pretty
Who
soon. So you
cares?
got to get the ball moving,
Yeah.
boys.
Great job, Kevin.
Speaking of which, we when he gets 1,000, we need to like rent out a venue.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm thinking like a formal ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I could get behind that.
Full of
we did prom night already. What about like
Like
80s?
there needs to be a full-on ceremony
mm,
with hors
mhm.
d'oeuvres,
The Golden Ball.
champagne,
Get the mayor involved, maybe.
Actually,
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Send him the key to the city or
and
something.
then we can. Yeah, I mean seriously. Then
Dude.
we can start calling him Mr. 1000.
Yeah,
oh,
Yeah.
but it's no champagne. It's going to be Bud Light, cigarettes, and hot dogs.
yeah,
Just all Cody stuff.
All Cody stuff.
I mean, the guy's a
What about
legend. What are you
Mountain
gonna
Dew?
do? Been
Yeah,
there since day one and still potting goals.
yeah.
can't stop them.
Shout out Cody.
But yeah, no, the shields were good. I mean, it's it, it was I think helpful that Gary was able to get a couple people here last minute. McQuaid was able to convince 1 or 2 of the dads to play, which was
Ah,
cool. So we
yeah.
kind of got them in the mix. Um, so yeah, there again, there was some last minute stuff that had to happen. It's very Bubs like, but
They were a force, dude. It was
yeah.
awesome that they were competitive. They won their first 2 games. Like, pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm bummed I missed some of it, but yeah, it was awesome.
So speaking of how thankful we are for everybody who put this stuff together and running the league and Bubs getting involved and Nelly complaining about not being our forensic accountant and all the other things that go on in the league, I think we have I know we have some breaking news. Jesse, do you want to get into that now?
Yeah. So, well, I've been in my fields for a while, and I had a son last September, and um, you know, been running this league with my mates for coming on 8 years, and um, it's been a crazy experience. It's been evolutionizing always. Um, I never could have imagined that, 100 active members in a single year. Uh, and we've accomplished a lot. We started on a basketball court and we made it to a park in Covington, and we have our own rink now. And all that to say, like, I am feeling like my priorities are shifting, and I don't think I could ever fully give up the CSHL because, like, the friendships I've made are just, you know, the best friendships I've ever made in my life, honestly. And all this to say, I've been having thoughts about being the commissioner, being in leadership, and feeling like I haven't been able to give 100% for the last few years. And I've been reaching out to some other leaders and seeing if we could work something out. Maybe it's time for a new commissioner. Um, you know, get spicy again. Maybe we can start building on content creation and kind of reaching another level. But I've reached out to some people, and I think like I'm ready to drop some personal responsibility with the league. And thankfully, I have all these great friends around me who have helped me look for the resources that I need. And um, I mean, I like even just like speaking this way like makes me super uncomfortable because I don't like things being about me because it's it never was, it never has been. Um, but I've always felt like some type of glue for this league in a way where I think a lot of people can admit that I've walked away a few times and things kind of fell apart.
Yeah,
And so, you
good
know,
commish, man.
with with me having an urge to lessen my responsibility with the league, I also feel this other deep urge to see it continue. And so I think what we've decided as a group is that for the rest of the year, we're going to split the commissionership between Chris Weiss and Gary Wright and myself. And um, um,
The Shadow Council memes, by the way, are going to be off
yeah,
because now it's real.
so now the Shadow Council has become
I mean, it's always
the
been real, but
yeah.
No
So
longer in the shadows.
so the Shadow Council is not in the shadow is is seen the light.
it's the Legion of Doom, kind of.
Ooh,
The Legion of
The Legion of Doom.
we got to get you guys
I
those
love that.
shoulder pads and spikes.
Gary probably has a cape already.
Well, I will say, uh, Jesse, you are the man. This is your league. You started it. It is a group thing, but yes, you were right. You have kept it going through many iterations. But yeah, I think good call. I just found this out just before we went on the air, but I think it's a great idea. Chris, obviously super dedicated. It's a good way to keep you on. Gary, he is he's the man, and I like that. I think I was saying before we went on air is that I think it's good. All three of you have to agree, and I think as I said, I've seen you guys all agree on stuff and disagree, so I think it'll be a good balance. And yeah, Shadow cancels out.
Yeah, so the Shadow Council is becoming the Supreme Council now, or whatever
Ooh.
we want to call it. But the council is out in the public now, and I've been leaning on these guys for a while now, and um, I like the important thing for me, and it always has been, is that CSHL's identity is that we're a destination for people.
Yeah,
We want to be a place that you go to and immediately feel comfortable and you feel like you're included in what's going on. That's always been what's important to me. And like we've evolved so many times. We've gotten more competitive. I've struggled with my own issues with like, oh shit, am I straying away from the identity of the league?
right.
Because the identity of the league is access to free hockey
Yeah,
and inclusive, and new people can arrive and play with fucking pros,
Yeah.
can play with pro roller hockey players and have a chance and be given an opportunity to learn the game. And I just all throughout this time we've done a really good job at it. And
yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
you're the
want
Godfather, man. I mean, at this, I don't know if anybody else would have been able to do it. So
He asked
not
me.
only do you deserve this,
He asked
but
me. He said, "Is that something you'd ever have interest?" I said, "Man, I've been watching way too much Game of Thrones to take on that responsibility.
You're gonna
I
get
would
stuck.
have Nelly beheaded by the morning."
well, it, I want people to not be scared that you're like off the face. Like you're still going to be involved.
100%.
It's
I'm
just that
gonna
you can't.
play
There's
hockey
no one.
too.
Yeah, and to be fair to you in this conversation, no one can do what you were doing all this time by themselves. I mean, maybe if you don't have kids, like, and you're
Yeah.
not
Also,
married, and you don't like, maybe.
it's a long
Like,
time.
I
You've
can
had a
think of
lot of life changes.
I can think of
Yeah.
one person in the league who actually has the time to be able to dedicate all of it to the league. And this person will never help. They'll just complain, and they have their own segment on our show. But you know, I also want people to understand that applications are still being accepted because
100%.
this is not a dictatorship. I mean, we'll see what happens with Shadow Council. We might run it however we want,
It's a cheerocracy.
but we need people to step up and help with stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, thank goodness we have the best AV guy on the market already, right? I mean, we've got Keith locked in. Keith's committed.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to media and stuff like that, we're covered better than we could ever hope to be covered.
You guys are gonna make me blush.
When it comes to leadership, for the most part, we've got it covered. We talked about it before the podcast started. Jesse needs to take a step back, but still needs to be involved as a figurehead and making decisions and making sure that Gary and I don't get drunk with power.
That's right.
Gary is a little bit nervous that people are just going to walk all over him and not listen to him and argue with him all the time about shit. Because let's face it, they will definitely argue with him about shit all the time.
Yeah.
And so we were talking about it before we got on that my role is going to kind of be like, Gary's enforcer for when, he's probably the one who is going to be the main guy, right? I mean, Gary's probably going to take on the majority of the work in the new wave here.
Yeah.
And you and I will sort of be consultants, right? Or muscle when
Right.
Gary needs us to tell somebody to shut up.
Yeah.
And I
And
think it's
Gary does
Gary
awesome
is
stuff.
the right guy.
he's the
Gary is
absolute
the
right
right
guy.
He
guy.
keeps
Yeah.
so much shit
Everyone needs to
organized,
know that.
and like, it just lends it to like the same way Sunil's logos lend credibility.
Oh God, yeah.
Like Gary behind the scenes, we show up scheduling shit like that, like that people we would look like an absolute shit show if he wasn't doing these little things behind the scenes,
He
and it's awesome.
Yeah, he did a really good job. I think didn't he like make the most recent board for Super League draft and stuff?
Yeah, he
Like,
does all the
Yeah,
like website
he
shit, right?
got
Like where we
coined the
sign up and
oracle
all that.
afterwards
Yeah.
because his predictions were correct.
yeah,
Like,
Not only that, he's showed up to every single or been involved in every single charitable event that we've ever had that I can remember. I know every one that I've put together, Gary's been at.
yeah.
Like the dude just he's he's the perfect person for it. And if anybody disagrees or wants to complain, we don't care.
also,
So
put your name up.
yeah,
Like put your name up.
do something
If you
about it.
disagree, put your name up.
Yeah.
That's you know conceptualizing somebody that could handle the load of hockey operation is not easy. So if you think that and I'm not trying to be a dick by saying this. I'm just saying like we want candidates. We want people that are enthusiastic about the league. We want people to push the mission, which is improving and just availability to hockey in Northern Kentucky and beyond, as well as improving parks. That's what we do. We improve parks and we make hockey accessible.
What do you guys have to say to people that say you guys are just doing this leadership changes so you don't have to release the financials?
I mean, we
Eh,
can. I'm glad Jesse. Like that's why I'm not going to be a good league, person to run the league.
Yeah.
Because my answer is always just no or fuck off or I don't care. Like I'm not political enough for it, really,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't have the patience or the energy to deal with it. Right.
part of the reason I need to step away is because I'm losing that part of me of being um
Diplomatic.
more diplomatic.
Mm.
I'm becoming more I don't even know what to call it.
Part
I'm
of that's the
becoming less
animals in this league.
diplomatic.
Part of that's kids too.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait.
because I said so.
Yeah. I mean, your
Yeah.
patience starts to wear thin the
Yeah.
older those little ones get. But I don't know. I don't think anyone's going to complain about this.
No, it's
But
awesome.
we want. I can't say this enough. If you are good at something and you want to be involved in the league, please volunteer.
Mhm.
Come ask us to have a role in the league with whatever that is.
It always reminds me of the Suge Knight thing. You want to come Producers not all up in the video, all of it. Come join the Covington Street Hockey League.
And if you have done so through social media and you haven't gotten hit back by, I apologize personally to you. And we have had multiple changes of hands on social media in the last 2 years. And I just want you to know that, like, if you're listening to this and you've reached out through social media about ideas or trying to get involved, do it again. Please do it again.
Absolutely.
Because I just want you to know that, like, that is a segment that we were extremely disorganized on for a while. And then our boy Pat came through and started getting everything back together. And so, like, just hit us up again. That's all I can say.
No, I can't stress
Yeah, I
that
need
enough.
help with it. I've been busy. It's hard to remember to put shit up every day or whatever. So,
Right.
um, yeah, we could use ideas however you want to help.
For
Yeah,
sure.
if you're good at social media, hit us up right away. Please. We'll get you on to helping us create posts for pickup hockey and
Mhm.
tournaments and events and all that stuff. Please.
No, it's been great having, Pat has to go use the little boy's room, but I can't yeah, we'll keep talking about him in a positive manner. No, we'll be dicks. But no, I mean, some of the stuff that's come through in our social media, like there was a solid, I feel like 3 month stretch where it was every single day Pat had something up. And like, hey, if you're not good at social media or you haven't done it before and you're willing to learn, that's also a huge thing. And I'm going to say it, while I'm switching over here camera wise. If you want to learn this stuff, if you want to learn how any of this AV equipment works, if you want to learn, NDI cameras, you want to learn, I mean, the cinema cameras, all the different bits, the mixers, soundboards, live stream software, if any of it even interests you a little bit, just reach out because you don't have to run the whole show. You don't have to run the entire social media. You don't have to run the entire league. But if people can contribute, 5, 10, 15% to this total little bit of circles that we have, that's huge. It takes a lot of stress off of it. Jesse, I can't agree with you enough that, like, hey, sometimes this shit's stressful. There's people coming at you. There's got city stuff, insurance things, the police we had to have at BubsFEST, the organizing with the kids and waivers and like, dude, it's a lot. I got a little peek behind the curtain, working with you guys, kind of learning on the inside of how these things work, and it's a lot, dude. So if anyone wants to try, you want to learn, you want to get your feet wet, you want to be a part of this, just reach out. You can reach out to me directly if you want to learn anything in the AV world. I am happy to help you, and I need the help. So that's my little soapbox.
And I
That's
know you're
awesome,
out
Keith.
there. I know, like, I'm going to go ahead and call him out right now. Danny Bolda. Danny Bolda, I wish you would come skate with us too, but even if not, the dude is a phenomenal photographer.
Yeah.
Top notch.
I don't know anything about photography.
Oh, his
I
shit's
know he
awesome.
takes great photos.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
If you got
we
time,
can't
if you
pay
got time,
people.
hit us up,
Like, look, we
please.
cannot pay you, right? You are, think of it as,
But also, none of us have ever made a dime on this league for
no,
8 years.
obviously not,
Like,
but it's,
nobody's ever made a
you
dime.
ever heard of sweat equity, right? How does it feel to have some endorphins from accomplishing something and doing something well that you care about and you're passionate about? Like, you can't get that from the Cincy Light or whatever the hell, whatever else, right? Like, I think we especially when you get further away from that, if it's been a while since you've done something like that, right? You could forget what it feels like. I mean, I can tell you this, I'm busy. I got tons of kids, right? I mean, I got all kinds of stuff going on. I do this because it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's selfish in a lot of ways. I mean, I'm obsessed with hockey and it's nostalgic for me. Obviously, I've told the story, like how important street hockey is to me and my foundation and blah, 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 blah. It's part of who I am. It's part of the fabric of me. And I will not let the league die because of that passion alone. But what happens is you can only do so many things, right? And so I'd like to talk about things that we need, and then hopefully have people step up. So, for
Yeah.
example, I would love a music person.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would love it if there was one person and their sole responsibility was to make sure that we always have tunes at every send and the playlists are always
Oh, dude,
fire.
that's an easy job. Well, I mean,
Why
it
why
takes
do we
work, but
not
it's an
have
easier
somebody who
job.
wants to do that? Now, my first thought is Gentry. But that's what this guy does for a living, right?
Yeah, you
Like,
might not
you
want
don't want
to.
to do it all. I get that.
Yeah.
Jordan already goes out of his way to bring his speaker and his stand because the one that we have
Oh, dude,
isn't great.
shout out for the Jock Jams, by the way. Jock Jams, the whole freaking
The
Bubs
entire
Fest. It was
yeah.
unreal.
You have to for the kids.
So
Yeah.
good.
Pump up the
So
And
good.
drums.
that was me, by the way, because I didn't know what else to play that was going to be kid friendly. And I also knew I wasn't going to be able to do it the whole time. I'm not asking for somebody to give turntables. It would just be nice if we knew, right, that we never had to worry about music. So I'm calling out right now. There's an open position for
Fuck yeah.
a CSHL.
DJ.
What do we
pretty
call
much,
it?
right?
DJ,
DJ.
whatever. DJ Bub, whatever.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right? And you can figure out ways to, and if that means using league funds to buy a couple of speakers that we wire up, or if that, whatever. You get creative, you come up with it, you ask for the funding, you make sure that we have music.
Yep.
If you
Even
don't
open
have,
a playlist, right? Put it out for people. Say,
Oh yeah.
hey, you're skating tonight. Add what you want to hear.
Dude, it used to be Way.
hey, if you're,
Way
if
did it
you,
for
Wei
so
Wei did it
long.
Right?
forever.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He was the guy
I
for it
forgot,
forever.
dude. That was so. I forgot about that. He would
Yeah.
make a
Wei Wei was
playlist.
our music.
Every-
It would have
every
a. It would have
Every
a
Saturday.
event.
theme and shit. Like it
Yeah.
would be like, man.
He was prepared.
That's what we need someone to do
Shout
that.
out Way.
But Wei Wei does 100 other jobs. I mean, Wei Wei was on porta potties and God only knows what else. Like
He got the shit duty.
shout out Wei Wei. We didn't specifically name him. He did
Shout out Way.
probably more for
yeah.
BubsFest from like a infrastructure standpoint than anybody.
Especially the day of.
He always has.
Yeah. Thankfully, we have Tim to pull last minute stuff and all that kind of. But like Jay Wei Wei he is the man who makes everything run behind the scenes, and I don't think anybody ever gives him enough credit or even knows about it.
I agree. Way does a lot, and he shout out Way. You're the man.
Lil Wei Wei, they call him.
Thank you,
Little Way they call him.
Just a little guy.
But so music, please, someone be our music person.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be nice.
The other
Okay.
thing I would like is if someone got to the bottom of this Steve Cox and Ryan O'Leary.
No, that's after this. Don't derail yet. We'll
Don't
talk about
derail?
we'll talk about the family
Do you
tree
not
in a second.
agree that's not important?
Of course, it's very
All
important,
right,
but I
all
want to
right.
get a few more job
All right.
postings
Yeah.
out first.
All right.
I got one.
All right, go
I
ahead.
got
What
one.
is it?
All right. Pat needs help with social media.
Okay.
Social
Yeah.
media, you can feel enthusiastic. I did it for a long time. You can feel super enthusiastic with social media, and you can go balls in on it.
And you can
And
post it on the
then
league page so no one even knows
I
it's you.
feel like
Right.
anyone who is our age, you just hit a wall of
Yeah, you
like,
burn out
oh,
creatively.
I'm creatively exhausted and I'm busy as fuck. And so,
and busy. Yeah, it's a
yeah.
matter of like stopping and being like, oh shit, I forgot to post.
I gotta
So,
post
the
this.
street
dude,
hockey.
the
set.
more hands in social media, the better, right?
Like Rats Boulevard, what a sweetheart. He'll give a certain time, and if I haven't put one up, he'll make one and text it to me,
Yeah.
and then I just have to log in
Fuck
and go. I'm always so appreciative of that. So, but yeah, anyone else,
Even if you can just send content to Pat, that is extremely helpful.
Shout
correct.
out our
But
photoshoppers.
Pat
Yeah.
is considering passing the duties along, and this is a thing that like people will go gung ho on and they'll burn out, and so we have to have people ready
And
to
and
help
and,
us.
And it'll come back. It's just it'd be nice to have someone else there to
and you're gonna come up with
take it.
stuff. You're not
Yeah,
gonna be able to
yeah,
help
yeah.
your, you're,
I'll
you won't be
look
able to
into
help
stuff.
yourself. You're gonna send ideas for content. It's not like they're gonna be
Correct.
driving the
Pat's
bus by
the
themselves.
leader. If you got ideas, if you want to help, hit us up.
So
Yeah,
we got
just-
social
just
media.
Some weeks
We
it's not
got
cooking.
audio, video with Keith.
Events.
We've got a music guy, and then I was going to call it tournament director.
Sure, but
like
even
that.
events in general. If we decide as a league to throw an event coordinator is a
Event
profession
coordinator, that's
in
good.
life.
Yeah, that's
Event
better.
coordinator is a profession.
Party planner.
And so
basically.
if you're into throwing parties, if you're into planning events, we need your help. And look, we can't pay you a dime, but we'll throw you on the website and you'll get all the credit that for throwing the event. That's the best we
Well,
can
there
do.
there are
And
side benefits too that people don't consider.
of course, we get
if you-
tons of free beer.
Well, yeah. Well, no, the social aspect's through the roof. But I mean, like, if you're a career person, like if you're, let's say, you're in the corporate world, right?
Yeah.
It it's only going to look better to put on your resume that you do all of this stuff for this nonprofit and you have this position and you, not to mention the fact that you're actually going to, again, like I talked about, like you're going to feel better for contributing and I mean, there are many, many, many reasons why you should consider it, and it's the same argument that we make for people that never come out and played in the league. Like, if you do it, you will enjoy it,
Mm.
right? And the worst case is if you get into something and you don't love it or you don't want to keep doing it or whatever, that's fine. We just appreciate you putting your hat in the ring, right?
Give it a
Like,
try.
Oh yeah.
that's all we're asking.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And talking on that point though, Chris, when you were mentioning like, hey, it makes you feel good, like it does. Like, after we're done with like, even this podcast, the response that we've gotten from our dudes feels good. The like streams and stuff that we do, hearing people say like, dude, it was exciting, like it was like a high production quality. Is it pumping my jets a little bit? You best believe it. And every time we do this, like I've learned more about this because I have the ability to practice this with these dudes here in my basement, with the dudes down at the rink, with all of that. And Pat, I think that's kind of the same for you. I don't think you do social media in your current job, do you?
No, never ever.
Exactly, but you've had the opportunity to kind of like, hey man, I'm gonna give that a try and see where I end up. And all of these guys here, like if I applied for a job, doing AV outside of the one I already have right now, I know every single person here would back me up. So come in, give some effort, and do it. Like that's easy enough. So I know what we got, helping Pat with social media, got helping me with AV stuff. We got the tunes dude. We got the director of events. What else we thinking?
Well, I want to say too that like it's so funny how things like talking about the enjoyment of it and the growth of the different things. Like think about how this started.
Yeah.
Like let's just go back in time a little bit and think about how did this whole thing start? How did we go from not doing any podcast to sitting in Keith's basement to him having a better set to him buying all this equipment out of his own pocket, by the way, for all of you who complain that the league costs $25 a year and blah blah blah
Don't
blah
tell my wife.
and you're not going to get paid for this stuff. Like I mean, seriously, this is insane. And how did it happen? We had a crazy idea to try to go to the public access channel that we failed once previously, right?
Right, right.
Because we sent Nelly as our spokesperson. And then we try it again and we go and we dumb luck. The guy's like, "Oh, we have a podcast studio. You guys want to check it out?" And we're just like kind of entertaining him a little bit. Or I guess Keith was amped up about it. And we're like,
There's equipment. I like it.
yeah, sure, we'll check it out. And we go and we sit down, and what do? We were like, okay, cool. We kind of sat there for a minute. Then he's like, put the headphones on. We put them on. We start talking to each other. Like,
Yeah.
this is kind of cool, right? We do one show there that we call and book.
Right.
And right after the show, and I'm sure he was thinking of it before he even showed up in his car that pulled in the parking lot that day. It was, wow, we should actually do this.
Yeah.
And we did a full thing there on their equipment the next week. The next week,
Yeah.
we're in this basement. And we've missed
I'm
some
gonna
weeks.
set this up.
We've missed some weeks. We've missed plenty of weeks. When's our last podcast? A month ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
Over.
Month
Yeah.
and a half ago?
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be
Every week.
consistent.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
going to be all the time. You don't have to post stuff 4 days a week. You don't have events, monthly to coordinate. It's not that much.
Right.
So just dip your toes in and you'll be amazed at what happens and what turns in. And remember that the only reason why we're all here today talking about all this and playing in this league is because that's what people did.
Dude, the league started exactly just like the league started exactly like that.
That's how all things start.
We went out with 7 guys
That
and we
first
were gonna
step,
go
right?
play hockey on the basketball court, and it snowed that day, and so we were like, "Oh shit!" Well, we all went back to our houses and grabbed shovels and shoveled the whole thing, and then we played foot hockey for the rest of the time, and we had a great time. The very next time we met up for street hockey, every single dude had rollerblades. So we just had a shaky start where like there was snow on the ground everywhere. And then the very next time we played hockey, every single dude that played was on rollerblades. It was like, yeah, we were like, well, it's not going to stop us. It's like this whole league, this whole project is like, we just do shit on the fly.
Yeah. Right.
I think about I had a lot of reflection after BubsFEST. Unfortunately, my wife got sick
Ooh.
because I was sick from being in Nashville for a work event. And I came home sick for 2 days, and sure enough, she ended up catching it, and I had to bail in the middle of the day. But I really didn't even care that much because I was just so happy with how the first half of the day went. And I was very kind of sitting back and sitting at home and kind of playing nurse at home and looking at following stuff on Discord and curious what's going on and just reflecting a lot about like the origin days and how funny it is, like how after you evolve and things get better and grow, just how the attitudes change too, right? Like, I remember showing up to Kenny Shields just happy if we had 4-on-4 and two goalies. Just that would be like the dream.
Yep.
And I was still so excited to go, even if we didn't have that,
Yeah.
Right.
right?
Post.
Not to mention, when I actually got there were no boards.
Yeah. Right.
The ball would just leave unless the pool noodles
No,
underneath
dude.
the fence happened to be
Pool noodles.
correctly placed, right? We didn't have benches. The fucking ball would be in our feet on the bench because we were just standing up against
Active
the
boards.
Active boards.
I
I
mean
mean,
the hoops and shit, like they were part of. You had to keep your heads up so you didn't run into
Dude,
a
way,
piece of
way.
yeah, we had obstacles. Like, and just going back to those days and thinking about those sends and those mornings and, getting ready at the house and heading out and just thinking about all of that.
We should go do that one day.
And then
We really
thinking about now, right? And thinking about like the tiff that I got in with street hockey on in the group chat for the Shadow Council in preparation for the league because it's like we were both wrong, right? I mean, and we've come so far, and all of that compounds. The passion for it compounds. The anxiety about the tournament compounds. The need to keep it going compounds. The Jesse's questioning, his involvement in the league. That's weighing on him way more than that weighed on him 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and I'm sure 5 years ago he thought about that
Yeah.
before all this stuff, right? Like, so anyways, there's an evolution to all of this, and I just want everyone to kind of not forget about that and no, don't forget about where we come from, and just remember that in order for this to keep going, and I'm a firm believer in like there being a hump in life, right? Like, no matter where you come from or what you've gone through, like if you find a way to get over that hump, generally speaking, right? And that hump is in different places for different people. But if you figure out a way to get over it, it's kind of hard to go back down the other way unless you really go out of your way to mess it up.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, not enough people are able to get to that hump. And for whatever reason, I feel like the league is over the hump. I feel like it would take an atomic bomb to tear down what we have.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that if all of us in this room got hit by a bus,
You'd keep going.
tomorrow, that people would step up and take over. And so I don't have a fear necessarily, and we're not talking about all this stuff today because we don't think that there's a second coming and there's not, none of this is sad. It's all positive and good and outreach to make sure that you realize that, you have a say in this league, and
Yeah.
and we want to hear you.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
it's DIY. I always kind of looked at it like the punk rock hockey league almost, in the sense that like it doesn't have to look pretty. It doesn't have to, just come out, be a part of it. It's more, yeah, almost kind of an attitude, like you said. Yeah, if we all got hit by a bus tomorrow, yeah, I think there's enough people that would be like, this is, yeah, we keep it going.
I mean, it can't though. Like that's the thing. Like when people are upset about certain things, I, I think it's funny. I like to relate it. Like the good analogy is dispensaries. Like it's funny. People will complain about a long line of dispensary. It's like, well, dude, 10 years ago you were sitting in some parking lot,
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
theater, waiting for some guy. You know what I mean? Like it's the
There
evolution
in
of it.
Vegas, there's literally a dispensary in the shopping center that I used to go meet a weed dealer, and it's just like this is insane. I used to come here to buy drugs illegally, and now I can.
Walk right in.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter if there's signs on the street telling me like, "Hey, come in this way."
People get used to stuff, man.
Yep.
You get accustomed to certain things, and you get and you can kind of get stuck in your ways a little bit, and I just don't want any.
All of us, all of us
Yes.
get in there and then, think about it or whatever. But just as you said, like the league has an embarrassment of riches. Just like from where we came from to where we are now, it's crazy.
Speaking
Like,
of embarrassment, should we get Nelly on the
like
line?
to be
Ooh.
playing on a basketball court with no borders and then being on a rink on asphalt with boards. It's like we've come a really long way.
You know what we should do? We should make a board ad of the photo of the first tournament, just as like
Dude,
an nostalgia, because we have the
With our
space.
plywood boards,
The most dangerous game of hockey ever played.
we had the what are those stakes called?
Rebar.
Yeah, yeah.
We had
Everywhere.
and
we had rebar in the ground everywhere, and the safe route for us was we would put shoes on them.
Did we have a cop at that event? I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
We had to. The fact that the
yeah.
cop didn't look down there and say, Nah, you're not playing this game. Like that was a public safety.
Officer Cook participated in there, so he couldn't say shit. We had
What's
a
that guy
cop. We
doing? Is
had
he
cop
still
on one
around?
of the teams. He's still a cop.
Wow.
Yeah,
We gotta get
he
him
still
back
he
out.
still pumps our tires too, from what I understand. I haven't seen him forever, but I hear people. I know at least 2 people that were referred to the league by Officer Cookie.
Hell yeah!
Love it.
Shout out Officer Cook.
Yeah, and he was actually like down at the rink one time, and I needed a garbage bag, and he ended up giving me like an evidence bag, like a paper bag that said evidence. So I filled up all the garbage with it and
Fucking
was done.
legend.
That is
He's a good
awesome.
dude.
All right.
So Pat, you did say we should probably call one of our favorite friends of all time,
Oh
right?
my
Let's
god.
do it. Let's get
We're
him on.
doing this?
We are doing
We're doing
this.
this?
I mean,
We're doing this.
All right, dude.
we committed to
All
this a
right.
while
I
ago.
want to be clear
All right. Are
because
we
he's
allowed to
made a
talk
cool
shit
new
to him
intro.
after this?
Yeah, let him go, and he might have
Let
info
him
on
go.
the
Hey,
Steve Cox O'Leary thing.
let him go for as long as he fucking
I
wants.
think
Let's
he's the
go.
one that said it.
All right.
All right, he's
I hope
here we
Let him
go.
go for as long as he
But
wants.
we can't trust anything he says. His
No
research
time
is gonna
cap.
be flawed.
We reviewed it.
No time cap.
I have a new intro for him for YouTube too, so hopefully he
I've
answers.
reached the voicemail.
Are
Kyle
you?
Nelson.
Oh,
I'm not here right now, but please leave a
And
message.
he
and I'll
cleared
get
it
back to
too,
you.
right?
Thank you.
yeah, that
Oh, 100% he cleared that.
That didn't ring all
That
the way.
wasn't a full
Damn it.
ring.
that did not ring all the way.
Well, Nelly is known for his
Oh,
reliability.
Oh, wait.
Bandit's
He's
gone.
coming back.
He's
Of
calling back.
course. Of course.
Hold on, I gotta hook it up back to the. All right, Nelly, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
All right, give me a few seconds. We gotta run your new YouTube intro, which everyone should check out our
Good one.
YouTube channel. So wait.
All right, got a new one. All right, nice. Still shit my pants.
Shit my pants.
Of course you did. So all right,
Is that a
let's.
soundbite, or did he say that?
So that was him saying he shit his pants, but the
It is-
shit
it's
his pants one.
No, it's
I mean, it's a known fact.
All right, so right
All
now,
right, hit
Nelly,
us, buddy.
it is 6:08. Go.
Okay. Kyle Nelson. Too much to catch up on, boys. 6'1", South Bend, Indiana. Ding. Misfits. Shocker. BubsFEST chance. Kudos to my fucking dogs. 8 CJ's tears. Boink of the week. Livy Dunn put in the pit in Pittsburgh. Here in Cincy. Still would. Duh, who wouldn't? My hair is turning gray and falling out. Lady friend told me, and yikes. Sasha Barkov, captain, cup winner. Dang, ACL. Had a Kimmel joke, it was good. Yeah, no, scratch. Rapture. Didn't happen. I think some thought I'd be gone. Still don't understand what the fucking rapture is. Gamer of the week, the dude that escaped Brown County Jail and ran around the woods for a fucking week. They got him. One word superlatives for birthdays, because we have 3 of them today. Tim Bob, leader. Street, lover, wink. Steve, athlete, also lover, wink. Happy birthday, fellas. I love you all. Likely Steve the most. I had requests here. Thank you, Tom, from Origin Goods for the food from BubsFEST. It was great. You fed us all. Thank you very much.
Fuck yeah.
Go Reds. They needed one tonight. I'll leave with this. A lot of turmoil going on. Be nice to everyone and love everyone. Nelly out.
Thank you, Nelly.
It's a nice.
Cutting it there. Wow.
Snelly.
Thank you, Nelly.
I like how the #1 riot insider, like no one likes to start
Peace
a
and
fire more
love.
than
Yeah.
Nelly.
Yeah.
Peace and love.
Yeah.
He's changing his image
I think so.
slowly but surely.
We're turning a leaf.
I texted him 10 out of 10. That was a really
Hey.
good one. Like I'm taken aback a little bit, boys.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know how many times I've told him that he doesn't need to introduce himself and give his stats.
His yeah, his height. He left his weight off this time, which was a good.
Because we knew he was lying.
115
All right, so-
soaking wet.
But he didn't bring up the connection. So there is a potential family, there's a genealogy situation that we're all
Yeah.
very concerned with on this
Oh
podcast.
shit.
So listen, apparently,
this.
I don't know who started this. 'Cause
So I think
Big
it
Nelly was
started
the source.
that guy from the Comet passed away,
No, I know all this.
right?
But
well, like that's what we were talking
The
about. That's how it
punchline
came up
is
in
Steve Cox and Ryan O'Leary
Wait.
are related.
Wait, I heard about this like a year ago though.
Oh, see, this was all news to me.
There's no way this is true.
Dude, I definitely like people said this to me like a year ago. It was possible.
So Steve Cox and Ryan O'Leary could see each other at a family reunion. They are related.
Sounds like-
Are they related through blood or through marriage?
No, I've only heard
Both?
hearsay shit, just like what you guys are talking about. It was all gibberish.
They look nothing alike.
Not
No.
at all.
They both got that
No.
dog in them, though.
They do.
They are
They'd have the
full
dog.
of dog. They're both
What
athletes.
the fuck? Wait, who brought this up?
That's what I said. So the other day in the chat, that guy from the Comet passed away, and
Rest in
someone said
peace.
Ryan was somehow related to him,
Okay.
and he confirmed that. And then I think it was Nelly that said Steve's also related to that guy. So
So I don't know what
and
I'm
then it
more
kind of like people changed the subject. I text Chris. I was like, I feel like this is not getting in the attention.
Yeah,
it
we need to put a
deserves."
spotlight on this immediately.
Wait, wait.
So that's why we're here
I
talking
mean,
about it.
Cox and O'Leary, not super surprising.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what I'm more excited for. Them not knowing they were related and us exposing it,
Yeah.
or them being related this whole time and just keeping it under the rug.
Oh,
And
Is
being
is there
so
something
similar.
like,
'Cause there's really no in between here.
it's a shadow
are
council.
they actively hiding it?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Is
It's
there
weird.
different
I've got
types
a
of
lot of
CSHL
questions.
Shadow
I think
Council?
we should have them both in the podcast and interrogate the shit out of them.
Oh shit.
We have enough lights to really interrogate people.
We could do a whole Jerry
Alright.
Springer episode.
We could.
Can
we
we
could
ask
bring
them
Jay
to
in.
bring their
Bring shit.
23andMe?
Hey, what if they're just on the couch,
I'll
like
pay for
hanging
it.
out, and we're all just sitting here interrogating them, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Wait.
all right, someone's coming down the stairs. It's Jay O'Leary. Jay, what do you have to say about this?
Wait. The league pays for two 23andMe DNA tests.
I'm down.
Hey,
We need to know. I mean,
We
I
should
don't
look
think
wide. Maybe there's more connections.
This is important.
it's groundbreaking.
It's worthy of expenditures.
We have to release the files, boys.
yeah.
I'm all about that.
I would
More
love
distractions.
to dig so far deep in that family tree if it's true and just figure out where they cross paths.
The Cox family tree.
All right, I'm in.
I'm in.
All right,
Yeah.
so the mystery will be solved.
I feel like I'm going to be like Charlie
And
Day with
remember,
all the pictures.
Brian and Steve, you could probably, maybe save all the blood tests and just give us the answer straight up because I have a feeling you know the answer to this. So,
Wow.
What
That-
is it?
That's a bombshell right there, boys.
Yeah. Feel
I'll
free
make
to, if
notes.
anyone has any information or tips or anything, feel free to send them our way.
what else is on our agenda? I feel like we've gone very long. I know we have owed the people a podcast.
I gotta go. I think we should give some closing arguments.
Let's go.
Pat, get us out of here.
Closing arguments, huh?
Do we
Yeah.
have anything else on the list?
Let's just go through the. Oh, do we?
No, I think that was pretty much
Go
it.
through the roulette. Give some closing argument.
I like that.
Yeah, Pat's first.
We have a Super League game. Super League resumes Sunday.
Yeah.
Closing arguments. Gosh, I don't think I have any. I mean, the Devils. I'm on the Devils. I'm gonna be honest. Our team is full of strife. It seems like someone's threatening to quit every day. So we'll see. But we've been playing better than.
That sounds like poor leadership, and we know Colin's not running that team.
Colin's awesome. Colin has been awesome. No complaints with Colin.
Yeah, he's too nice. There's no
Um,
strife with him.
Yeah, but I do love my guys. They
Who do you guys play Sunday? Do you know?
not a clue. I've been very out of it. I got COVID for the first time. That was pretty wild, and I'm fine now. But I have this lingering thing where it's like, man, when I skate, I'm fucking just done for almost immediately. So I don't have too many arguments. I don't really feel like I'm in a place to make arguments.
Fair.
My team is crazy. I do love them. We have the best logo in the league, and I think we can kick some ass. Yeah.
Well, as a river rat, I would like to challenge you on the best logo in the league.
Regrets have a good logo.
It's pretty sick.
Ah, that logo blows me away. But I'm a new river rat. I was traded by my brother, and I'm on a new team that is undefeated, and feeling really good about our squad. And people still think we are one of the weakest teams in Super League, so I cannot wait to show them that we are.
Yeah, and the schedule's weird because we still haven't played you guys, which I don't understand
Yeah,
how that's possible.
Yeah, I think there were a couple of
Great job,
errors,
Gary.
and shit happens.
I think I actually made the schedule, but it's not. It's possible Gary messed it up.
Fucking.
I just use some
I'm
automated
guessing we're
whatever.
playing each other this week because I got 2
What I'm
games.
hearing is
We're
Gary's
playing the Misfits. I'm
Gary's
excited.
delegation abilities could be a lot better.
Okada's
Ooh,
going to
what a
the
rematch with the
Bengals game
Misfits.
in Denver, which
Okay.
I mean, what a loser move
Good,
that is.
good
I mean,
luck. Probably
fly all
bought
the way to
those when Burrow was the quarterback.
fly all the way to Denver to watch him lose.
Yeah.
So he won't be there, but I think Vicky hopefully will be. Wild Bill's gonna come support. I think.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, Wild Bill. We
that
didn't
type
talk
of
about that.
energy.
Man.
Man,
That
he's
That's the
type of
guy you
handsome.
need.
energy.
He is
Look,
just a
if he's
handsome devil.
Big, beautiful
if
Bill.
he's even near the rink, you guys are gonna have some energy. So
Yeah, oh yeah, he's coming. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, he's. I think he's like 80-20 coming.
okay, I just to finish out what I was saying.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Uh, real quick. Um, we've talked a lot about this. Is CSHL a gateway or a destination? And I just implore anyone to help us make CSHL a destination because every single one of us here on the podcast is totally bought in. And there are other guys in the CSHL that are totally bought in. And then we're having a conflict where, um, roller hockey's opening back up. And look, we love roller hockey. We play roller hockey, but we're done being a gateway. We're a destination. CSHL Super League is top tier fucking hockey and it's fun as shit.
Is it
That's all I
staying?
can really say.
Is it
Yeah.
staying?
My closing
It's
argument is
fucking
ready.
staying.
It's ready to go.
Okay.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Chris.
we're a league. We're legit. And our fucking Super League is top tier. It's fun as fuck. There are people that have played hockey their entire lives that are playing in Super League that are having the most fun they've had since they were a child. Everyone needs to know that.
So, as Jesse says this, I have made a ruling, and Gary, I'm sorry that I didn't discuss this with you beforehand. And feel free to change my mind, and maybe we'll change this. But I feel very strongly right now that we are keeping Super League on Sundays, as Jesse alluded to. There are many reasons why I feel this way. I want to be the first one to say that I am in no way trying to detract from the new inline league. I am thankful and appreciative that Andy has done everything he's done to bring the inline league back. I will be playing in the inline league, um, but we have 80 guys that are signed up for Super League. It's a year-long commitment, and it's not right. We can't just go change the day after people have sort of made this plan. And the fact is that not everyone that plays in Super League plays in tiles. In fact, I would say the minority of Super League players play tiles. Now, it could be a small, it might be 40-60%, right? But,
Still a minority.
Doesn't
it's,
matter. You signed up for a league.
no, no, no.
You see it
And
through.
so I look at it like this, and I'll be the first one to tell you that I'm going to be playing in both leagues.
Mhm.
So my Sundays will be filled to the brim with hockey, and there will be some times where our league games will conflict with a later Super League game, and I'm going to have to make a decision. And I will say this: as much as I love tile hockey and I want it to be back for a lot of different reasons, I love Super League. And so I plan to find a way to split it. And I realize that some people might not be able to do that, and
Mhm.
that's perfectly fine. There are no hard feelings. I encourage everyone who plays Super League to go play in the tile league. I think it would be awesome if everyone who played, if we had our Sundays where and guys play in different time slots. We should make that clear too. So
Right.
there's really not going to be a whole lot of unless you don't want to double up that day, which I would understand. There probably timing won't be much of a concern, and if it makes it easier to make D1 games at a certain part of the day so they don't conflict with gold and platinum games and
Sure.
vice versa,
Mhm.
then we can do that instead of doing the flip. So we can adjust that. But
Yeah, I think as long as it stays on the
we're
same day,
sticking with
we're
Sundays,
good. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
and again, it's totally understandable that people are going to be upset by this, and I don't want Andy to think that we have any ill intentions because we don't. It's just a matter of we didn't know inline was coming back when we did this, and we're not. I'm not going to go change the day and redo all of this for the people that maybe aren't playing.
Right.
And I think that's a fair way to do it.
Yeah, in a perfect world, they're both successful. I think
Mhm.
Andy's deal does need full participation to keep inline going in the city and having a place to do it. So But I think at the same time, like Jesse was saying, make it a destination. I don't want to feel like the league was, something cheap to do in the meantime while you were looking for something cool. We are that cool thing, So would love to see it keep going. We only get more credible with the more people involved and buying in. So
Mm-hmm.
it's important to maintain that. And yeah,
If there's any group of dudes that are gonna be like cool with playing a, you know, 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. inline game,
right,
and then going and playing a 5 or 6 or 7 p.m. Super League game, like yeah, I'm sure that's gonna be real tough for a lot of guys in the.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor guy, right? I mean, and I'm sure you're, for those of you that are married and have kids, I get it, but I'm sure you're. I mean, I know my wife. I consulted her. She would rather me gut it all out in one day and just be a part of it some way
Mm.
than have me take my whole weekend playing hockey.
And if you sign up for Super League, see it through. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
That's
See this season through.
that
and
is a hot
it's a
take.
full
Like,
year.
do it.
We have a whole year
Cheapest,
of Super League.
cheapest league you've ever bought into. Very competitive. The games are great. So finish the season. That's it.
52. You got him right there.
Right?
Goddamn right.
All right, you guys
You-
want to get on with our weekend?
Wait, do I have a
That's it.
hot take though?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
Oh
Keith.
no, you're good. You're good. I don't think I really have too
Give
much
us
of
your closing arguments, please.
my closing arguments. Well, I don't really have much to argue about. I'm a pretty chill, neutral kind of individual, but
Sure.
I will say one of the things from the CSHL that it's actually been amazing was the birth of this team, the Street Sharks, and every single time, as a new season is starting, we're getting more and more people wanting to join the Sharks. So the CSHL is still the destination because we got Daryl, Eric, Pedro, God, Dave Wright, just a whole group of absolute lunatics that have started on the streets and developed their skills further, played ice, played tiles. But those guys, they're always on the streets. I
Yes,
don't
they
think
are.
Pedro's.
Are the Street Sharks gonna be playing inline again together?
So that's kind of like up in. I wouldn't say it's up in the air. We're trying to get the amount of people on there. For my dudes that are listening, I know the Sharks. Daryl is probably one of our biggest listeners on this, and so is Pedro. Um, I take like a session off every time we come back, but this tile session coming up, I might try to put my hand right back in there just to kind of skate a little bit. It was kind of funny how, we always started on streets and people have come back to the streets. For a lot of these guys, streets was their first hockey experience and then they started playing ice, then they started playing tiles. So it's a cool thing to see, like, Chris, yourself playing ice and then coming to the streets. But these guys started with us and then, we're like a feeder team to all the other leagues. But yeah, hopefully I can make it back on a Sharks team next session and, we'll keep on cooking. But don't really have a hot take, but gotta support my boys.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Street Sharks are a spawn of the CSHL, man.
What's
Full
your
support.
Shout out Apple Orchard too. This is my favorite new hat.
Shout out Apple
I got a
Orchard.
random question. What's your favorite breakfast cereal?
I don't eat cereal anymore. I had
What was your favorite?
it was Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. All
Yeah.
right. What says you, Keith?
Oreos.
Oreo cereal.
Discontinued, but always in my heart.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
You
I
got
don't know. I
one?
haven't been a little cereal guy for a long time, but
Seriously,
What
it's
about like
probably
when you were
been
a kid?
15 years.
Well, I'm not saying like I sit around now and
But
eat
Frosted
them.
Flakes.
Frosted Flakes, huh?
Chris, you got 5 seconds.
They're great.
I was a big cinnamon toast crunch guy.
Yeah, that's a good call, Pat. All right,
Yeah.
Chris,
Wait,
you got to
wait.
answer now.
Did you fuck with the Pebbles?
this
Fruity
is.
Pebbles are the shit.
The Pebbles.
Those are pretty good.
Oh my god.
I'm so embarrassed to say this, but it's true. I think it might have been Raisin Bran.
Raisin
Oh,
Bran?
Oh.
Fuck
But
Raisin
actually,
Bran.
but I would like put sugar on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Hey, nothing
that's
wrong with that.
delicious. It is delicious.
it works.
Or the honey bunches of oats. My god, that
It's
shit
just
is
what was always.
delicious.
My grandparents always had it.
I
Like
feel
that
like
was
the
what was
the
always
cheap
having it.
Apple Jacks, like the ones in a bag, the cheap ones, I feel
Mhm.
like those were better than real Apple Jacks.
Hot takes of the day.
Just something I think about. Anyway, is that all we got?
That's
That's
all we got.
All right. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks
I
for
love
coming out,
you.
boys.
See ya.
Peace.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.